Hello, I'm Anja and I'm exploring happiness. So this video is about the fourth pillar of my Pillars of Happiness framework, and that's resources. So I'm looking at resources. And you might think like resources, that's time and money. And yes, I'm going to cover that. I mean, it's definitely resources, right? But I'm also going to talk about tools, which I call physical belongings, and our skills and talents, and energy. There's more resources like connections and health and so on, but I'm covering them in other pillars. So I'm focusing on belongings and what did I say? Skills, time, money, and energy in this video. How can we use those to leverage our happiness? How can we support our dreams and desire, but also keep our feet on the ground? How can we allocate our resources? Kind of said that a few times now. Good. So let's do it. In general, I have a few practical steps which I'm going to use on all of these resources, and they are awareness, so knowing what you want and also what you have, decluttering, letting go of what doesn't serve you, prioritizing, what do you focus on, and enjoying, savoring, connecting with what you have, mindfully enjoying your resources. Let's do it. Okay, so first one is I'm going to have a look. Let me have a look. Belongings, physical belongings. I actually call them tools because that's what they are, right? All physical belongings are tools. I think so. A couch is a tool to sit more comfortably. A table is a tool to eat more comfortably. A photo is a tool to keep memories. A piece of clothing is a tool to decorate us or just protect us. So they're all tools, right? We kind of collect these tools. I'm just blaming the dopamine, which is probably responsible for that, that we collect all kinds of tools. In former times, let's say very former times, like Stone Age times, we probably had just a handful of tools, like maybe some stick or stones to I don't know, make fire or grind something, and maybe we had woven a basket to carry things in and carried some of our clothes. I mean, we probably had just our fur or whatever clothing we had. So it was very light, so we could move on if greener pastures were somewhere else, right? Nowadays, it's pretty cheap to go to, I'm going to say, Kmart or whatever, and just buy a lot of stuff for fairly cheap money. Or just, if you have a lot of money, just buy all kinds of stuff, gadgets, and I mean, who doesn't have all the kitchen tools because, there was a plan to do more baking or cooking or whatever. So we accumulate. So now it's time to look at those, because all our belongings, all our tools take up space. They are energy, and if they're not used, that's stuck energy. Energy wants to flow. Good energy, like when energy feels good, that's when it's flowing. When it's stuck because it's hidden in a wardrobe or in a kitchen cupboard or in the basement, and we never use it, it needs storage space. It needs maintenance, it needs dusting, whatever it needs. It's somewhere there, right? Mentally or at the back of our mind, or just when we think of, oh, we need more space, we need a bigger house. So our desire might be a bigger house just because we have accumulated so much stuff. So it's important to review those, have a look at what you have, and then declutter it, let go. I really like Marie Kondo. I'm pretty sure there's a new guru already, but I really, really like Marie Kondo and her way of decluttering. I like the Shinto concepts behind it, the spiritual connection with each object. So awareness is piling it all up. She starts with clothing, so just pile all your clothing, become aware of what you actually have. Then take each piece of clothing into your hand and see if it sparks joy. So connect with, let's go with energy. You can see it spiritually or pragmatically, but connect with each piece of clothing. See if it sparks joy, if you want to keep it. If it doesn't, release it. You can thank it. You can do this really intentionally or whatever works for you. And then you let it go. So then you move on to books. And, well, if you want to know about the Marie Kondo method, just look up her website, konmarie.com. But it's always the same. You pile it up to become aware. Then you declutter by touching each object and seeing if you connect with it. If you do, you keep it. And then the last thing is you prioritize. So you focus on what you want to use most and you enjoy. So let's say, the knitting needles you bought and you actually want to keep, you actually make time to use them. I don't know, twice a week in front of a TV. I don't know. But use your tools. It can be just once a year, like Christmas decoration, but be very intentional about your tools, and the ones you keep, have a connection with them. Okay, so these themes are woven through all these categories. So I'm going to go a little bit quicker now and look at skills and talents. Skills and talents are, really so often, and I don't exclude myself, where like we don't see what comes easy to us, and it somehow doesn't really have a value. I think it's also because we're actually not that much encouraged in our society to just discover and explore what we already have. We are more encouraged to, I don't know, learn languages, be like really good in sports, be good in maths, IT, or something like that. So it's no wonder that we don't really see what worth our natural skills and talents have. So that, I don't know, might be organization or accounting or any sports, or artist, or just, I don't know, weaving baskets. I don't know. Really easily connecting with people. I like the idea of, I'm going to say ancient, often also indigenous traditions, and it's probably idolized, but where the community members contributed according to what their skills and talents. They often were named after that, and they could rename themselves. In different cultures could rename themselves when they discovered more talents or developed more talents. And this all doesn't mean that we shouldn't develop other talents or skills. Skills, probably it's more like talents is probably more something we have been given. But we can absolutely develop more skills. But it's also important to look what we already have. There's a natural flow in that. And as I've already pointed out, flow is happiness. Well, I guess. Yes, happiness is when things flow. So become aware of what you already can do. Then declutter ideas of what you have to learn, which skills you have to acquire to be better at whatever, to fulfill your dreams or enjoy your life. Let go of these ideas. I mean, you can always come back and explore again, but let go of it, and then enjoy the things you already can do easily. Yes, exactly, enjoy them. Because enjoyment is always connected with the safe and secure feeling, the feeling of rest and digest. Our nervous system is at, let's say, peace. We see abundance, we can connect, share, engage in play and fun, and tap into our creativity. See opportunity. So that's why enjoyment is so important. Okay, so moving on. Okay, time. That resource, I guess, we're always chasing. But just think about what time is. It's just one moment after another. You can't go back, you can't skip forward, and you can't store it. So that's it. I mean, we humans like to categorize into calendars and I don't know, days, and have watches to measure it and so on, but it's still the same thing, right? It's just one moment after another. It's the same for everybody. Of course, we don't all have the same amount of time, but during our living time, it's the same for everybody, same thing. Yes, in some countries, there are, depending on where you are in the world, some days might be longer and some might be shorter, but it all comes back to the same thing, right? Okay, so there's a few problems I've already discussed in my video about mind, about the pillar mind, and particularly mindfulness. So we like to automate, like our brain likes to automate and get us into habits. And then time kind of passes by without us really noticing because it's an automatism. We also like to forecast the future and think that we can preview the future or dwell in the past. So we miss actually the time now. That we often feel that time just passes too fast with us, like we don't really feel how it passes. So again, be aware what you want to use your time for and what you do use it for. And then, I don't know, meetings, commitments, activities, and then declutter that. Keep what you really want and let go of some meetings and activities. I mean, they might be cool, but you can't do them all and you can't feel them all. Like they will pass too quickly. You can't enjoy them if you do too much. And it works the same way like decluttering physical belongings. You can Marie Kondo it. Just try to, pile it all up and then in your mind connect with each of the activities, meetings, errands, whatever, and if it doesn't spark joy, let it go. Say no. And don't worry, you won't miss anything out. You probably will have more of your life. And then enjoy. Whatever you keep, whatever you do, enjoy. Give yourself time and mindfulness, presence, the capacity to be present to enjoy and enjoy those activities or meetings, even meetings. I mean, really everything. Why are we rushing through everything just to get the next thing done? If we don't enjoy it, what are we doing it for, right? Wise words, I know. Let's move on. Money. Something else we are chasing and we feel we never have enough of. And you can never have enough money. I mean, I actually know people who earn so much more than me and complain about, pretty much most people I know complain about that they don't have enough money. I mean, they are not living starving in the street, right? But never enough money. So it's I mean, let's go back what money is to what money is. Money is just a tool to trade. I guess if we all would grow our own food and, I don't know, make our own clothing, we probably don't, like, we wouldn't need money or anything to trade. Possibly we could trade services directly, but we're living in really huge societies, so it's a little bit difficult without money to do that. And we are fairly specialized, so yeah, money is just a handy tool so that we don't have to bring, I don't know, half a cow for a pub night to, get some beers. So it's just human made. It's not, it's endless. It's whatever we make out of it. So we can think about it as with an abundant mindset or with a scarcity mindset. And it's really not about money per se, but what do you want with that money? So what do you want to use that resource for? So here we are again. Become aware of what you want, what you desire, and how you want to use that money. And possibly you can actually trade services. I don't know, somebody has a nice holiday house and you trade something you can do to have a nice stay there. I mean, really, there's you don't always need money to make everything come true. So let go of that concept that you need certain amounts of money and rather look into what you want, and how much you need, but also how you could get there in other ways. It's quite good to manifest and let go of the how, because opportunities will come if you put your brain to work on that. So become aware, then declutter. So if you feel that you need a huge house or a fast car, I'm always with the fast car. I don't really want a car. Anyway, that might be societal expectations. So have a look at what you actually want, and then let go of it if you don't want these things. So it's always the gym membership, right? I mean, there's quite a lot of people going to the gym, so they might want to keep their gym membership, but just declutter what you spend your money for, but also what you want the money for, and then enjoy getting money, enjoy spending money, whatever you do with the money. Get rid of guilt, let it flow, and use it for enjoyment. I mean, even paying bills can be pretty enjoyable because it will keep your electricity or internet going, or your rent going. And finally, energy. So that's life energy. So life energy is what we live with, right? Life force. And energy wants to flow, and that's physics saying, not me. So energy wants to flow, and when it flows, it kind of is happiness, is joyfulness, is lightness. And when it's stuck, it's it's heavy, it's blocked. We don't feel good. I like to say, liken that to a river which is flowing, but then there's a log, or I don't know, a rock or something keeping some water, and it stagnates, and there's maybe germs starting. It's not good. But when you remove that log, it's flowing again. It's happy water. Okay, so have a look at what you use your life energy for, so awareness. Then declutter, again, commitments, outdated dreams, draining habits, beliefs which don't serve you. Declutter all that, and then enjoy how you use your energy. Direct it towards what's really important to you, and enjoy that vibrancy that you have. Let your happiness flow naturally. That's lovely final words, right? So if you want to keep connecting to me, I have a newsletter, and I also have a 6-week coaching program. The links are in the show notes. Have a happy day.